Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Rufio Phoenix. And in this video, I wanted to go over something that I thought all my subscribers would be rather fascinated by. You guys love the paranormal stuff, and you love it when you hear stuff about declassified CIA documents, right? Well, recently there was a document that was disclosed to the public regarding how CIA. And now hear me out. Some of this is going to sound fucking crazy, but it's actually fairly adequate. So CIA disclosed how they used astral projection to manipulate time, or go back in the past and see the past, or go to space and see a planet or stuff like that, right? Well, they went into pretty good detail on how this mechanic works for them. Now, it can be done without the uses of the things they did to do it, but in this instance, they used two different binaural beat frequencies, two different ones, one in each ear, specific to the ear, that caused a disturbance in your circadian blood pattern rhythm. So your heartbeat beats at a specific frequency, usually within the solfeggio, or 5 to 8 hertz frequencies. Sometimes you might get as far up as like 786 or something like that, but most people don't have a frequency that high. In fact, most people only have about 284 hertz in their body. But it's not like that can't do it either. Everything can. Every human is capable of doing this. However, some are more blatantly adept at astral projection. Is astral projection real? Well, the CIA definitely thinks so. I'm pretty sure the Illuminati and Skull and Bones think so. I'm willing to bet that yes, it's actually pretty true. And the reason I think this is because when I was younger, I started dabbling in this kind of thing, and I did it on my own. So the way that I did it was very different. I used incense and like aromatherapy to trigger natural occurrences where the body would engage in sleep patterns, and I would manipulate REM state or REM flow to get my body to be in a position where I would be both halfway to sleep and yet still functionally awake. And this is a meditation thing that Zen Buddhists do. And, well, they've mastered the art of astral projection, I'm sure. But the thing is that when the CIA released this document, I was actually fundamentally outstanded. Because, like, if you knew, if the public of men knew that if they wanted to see boobs in the shower, in some girl's shower, all they had to do was astral project into that room, and after having a firm understanding of the real life look of the room, then doing so. Damn, that'd be a lot of consequences. Well, the good thing is that no one would ever know, because, like, you're invisible. The spirit form is imperceptible to the human eye and senses. Well, you can pick up that it's in the room, but it's going to be like an eerie feeling on only if it touches you or gets close to touching you. And even then, it can't interact with you. You know, so like outside of the physical form is a whole another world of possibilities. And on top of that, it's not possible to touch it here, because where we can look at this desk and put our hand on it, if that desk isn't there, you're not going to touch anything, you know? So it's not like you can see it either, you know? So, all right, I guess what I'm trying to say is that yes, astral projection is very real. It can be done. Some people use it for evil, though. Be careful. I admit to nothing. But a lot of people are talking pretty heavily about whether or not the CIA is actually serious about this, because they're disclosing this information as if I'm going to smoke a bowl here while I'm talking to you about this. So, what they've disclosed information regarding the uses in which they astral projected for. For example, they talked about how ew. All right. So they talk about how they used it to travel to space. They talked about how they used it to travel to different times and like different worlds or different existences, I guess, like, interdimensional, And I guess this should be no surprise, but humans have always been capable of this. The Bible tells you that human divinity is off limits. Now, I want to remind you guys, the Bible has been torn apart by the American founding fathers like George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, people like that went through the Bible and said, no, we can get rid of this, no, we can get rid of this, no, we can get rid of this, That's not the authentic Bible. There was other stuff like the Book of Enoch and the Book of Apocrypha and stuff like that that people just don't keep anymore. Now, while the Bible won't tell you how to astral project, however, witchcraft will. And it'll do it in such a way where you don't disturb your circadian rhythm and potentially cause a heart arrhythmia. Because that is one of the downsides of the CIA's methods, is that it can cause sleep apneas and heart rhythm problems. The more natural method to this is a form of meditation and manipulation of conscious and subconscious dream states. That is real science, and that can in fact be proven now that there's also technology that allows you to use AI to print an image on a screen of what you were dreaming about whilst you were unconscious. So, I think it's about time that we finally had this information, but it's funny how they only release it now in the year 2025, and this is stuff from back in like the 70s, bro. This is old news, and no one knows that. So, and the funny thing is that humans have always been capable of this kind of thing. It's just that no one believes in it anymore because they're like, oh, it's not real, because they didn't get it done their first try. They didn't stick with it and keep trying it. They didn't. Like some people just can't do it, but most people probably can because every human being on Earth has a pineal gland. The pineal gland is solely responsible for your inherent perception and sensory of the world you're in. Okay? The body you're in is basically a mech suit that you're piloting using your spiritual energy. The thing that powers your heart to keep, pumping blood and, have a heartbeat. Yeah, that energy in there, that vibrational energy that's all amassed by your body, that's what astral projects. It's not like it leaves your body. It separates from itself. It's giving you kind of like a proxy. Your astral projection is like your ergo proxy of you while you're asleep. So that's how that works. And it is real. It can be done. I've done it. I don't do it very much. I won't lie because I don't know. Too much time outside the body can be fundamentally damaging, obviously. God, I need more weed for this. But no, you can in fact astral project. It is a real thing. You should, if you're interested in this, I suggest you look it up. If you want to see the document that got disclosed, I don't know how to find that right now. I don't know. So I wish I could give you guys a link in the description directly to it, like a PDF, but I can't. So I would suggest you do some pretty deep searching on this one. This one is worth the deep dive because you may be able to learn things using it that, in other words, you wouldn't be able to otherwise. You know how there was this video game a while back? I don't think many people played it. It was called Murdered. It was on Xbox One, and it was about a cop who got done dirty, and he had to use his ghost form to navigate the crime scene and suggest to the police and this and that and the other thing, right? Yeah, he had to do all that. So that's basically astral projection in a simulation. However, the real thing is, well, it doesn't feel like you've got bullet holes in you. It definitely feels like you're sleeping, but you're sleeping awake. So, like, the first things you'll notice is that your eyes will be kind of tired when you wake back up from it, because you were in REM flow, you were technically in your subconscious, but using your conscious mind to control it. And that is, again, possible. It is completely possible to cross the boundaries or borders of subconscious to conscious mind. It is completely possible, though not definitely the best thing to do for your psychology and mental health. But it is completely possible if done from occasion to occasion. I genuinely think that if more people got into astral projection, that it's been a long-standing meme that there's been like memes of aliens on the moon talking amongst each other, and one says to the other, "How come humans no have telepathy?" Well, because humans have a lot to hide from each other. Now imagine if we all had astral projection instead of telepathy. Well, we do. So, we do have a lot to hide from each other, it seems, but it doesn't seem like we have a lot to run from, just to put it out there. But anyway, all right, that's my video for the day. Astral projection is a thing. And you really need to learn about it, because I genuinely think more people would benefit from having this knowledge and readable skill than having to have a life without it, because there's so many experiences you could get involved with by just doing that. All right, stay awesome, Ninja. Drink coffee. Be awesome. Be excellent. I'll see you in another video. Peace.